Kamala has embarrassed us. She doesn't have what it takes. I'm asking you to dream big again. You're going to dream big.
And I pledge to be a president for all Americans and to always put country above party and self.
So 6 days to go for the US election, and guess which word is making headlines? Garbage. That's what Americans are talking about. It's not a joke, though it did begin with a comedian. On Sunday, this American comedian called Puerto Rico an island of garbage. We told you about it yesterday. Puerto Rico is a US territory. Its citizens are US citizens. So the comment sparked an uproar. The Trump campaign was quick to distance itself. By Monday, the issue snowballed. Puerto Rican voters were angry. Their leaders called for an apology. Some Republicans were also condemned. The Democrats, on the other hand, tried to capitalize on this. Kamala Harris courted Puerto Rican voters, especially those in the swing states. And celebrities from this island backed the Democrats. So on Tuesday, Trump spoke about it for the first time.
Nobody loves our Latino community and our Puerto Rican community more than I do. Nobody. You know, it's interesting because I've done more for Puerto Rico than any president by far. Nobody close. I provided historic funding and the hospital ship when they were hit with a couple of really bad ones right in the road. We got the ship over there with thousands of rooms, actually. It was amazing.
He said he loves Puerto Ricans, but the backlash continued. Things were actually looking up for the Democrats, but then came a comment by the U.S. president.
The Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of things is unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's totally contrary to everything we've done.
That was Joe Biden. He was on a Zoom call with Voto Latino. It's a liberal nonprofit group. The White House has released the transcript of his remarks. He says he means supporters. That's supporters, but with an apostrophe. A big difference there, but the Republicans aren't buying it. They say Biden called all of Trump's supporters garbage.
All right. Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but I have breaking news for you, Mr. President. You may not have heard this. Just moments ago, Joe Biden stated that our supporters are garbage. And I hope their campaign is about to apologize for what Joe Biden just said. We are not garbage. We are patriots who love America. And thank you for running, Mr. President.
Joe Biden has since issued a clarification. I have his tweet with me. This is what it says. Basically, he's saying that he just referred to the comedian, the one who made the garbage island comment. It wasn't a blanket statement for all Trump supporters, but Trump is having none of it.
Remember Hillary? She said deplorable, and then she said irredeemable, right? But she said deplorable. That didn't work out. Garbage, I think, is worse, right? But he doesn't know. You have to please forgive him. Please forgive him, for he not knoweth what he said.
So the damage is done, and it couldn't have come at a worse time. On Tuesday, Kamala Harris delivered her last speech. She will continue campaigning, of course, but this was her last big statement, her last pitch to the voters, and she did it with the White House in her background. Ironically, it's the same place that Trump spoke from shortly before the 2021 Capitol riots.
America, we know what Donald Trump has in mind. More chaos, more division, and policies that help those at the very top and hurt everyone else. I offer a different path, and I ask for your vote. And here is my pledge to you. I pledge to seek common ground and common sense solutions to make your life better. I am not looking to score political points. I am looking to make progress.
So that's her closing argument, finding common ground. It's a powerful message, but one that got drowned by Biden's comment. You cannot pitch unity and then call the opposite side garbage. The Democrats are learning that the hard way. They had an advantage here. They had the Puerto Rican support. All they had to do was build on it. Yet it looks like they've squandered those gains, and it's a fear that the Harris campaign has long had. Look at this report. It says Biden wanted to campaign for Kamala Harris in the final days, but the Harris campaign never got back to his team. Why? Because they think that he is a political liability. But they don't want to tell him that. So they kept stonewalling his campaign plans. And we can understand why. His one comment seems to have cost the Democrats some gains that could have been crucial in a race as close as this one. Right now, both candidates are locked in a statistical dead heat. Kamala Harris is at 48%, Donald Trump is at 47%. In swing states, the race is even tighter. These are the states that will finally decide the outcome of the election. There are 7 swing states. Trump is leading in 5 of them. Harris is leading in the 6th one, and they're neck and neck in the 7th one. So with less than a week to go, Biden may have handed Trump an advantage. It could have been a stutter, it could have been a mistake, but at this point that does not really matter. What matters is that the Republicans will play it up and the Democrats will have to defend it. And do watch our special coverage of the US presidential election tomorrow at 9 p.m. only on Firstpost.